June 4th, and it's raining. And here in Colorado, it's very rare to see this rain like this. So I decided to walk with umbrella, but it's not that comfortable to walk. I think a little bit windy, and the rain is very constant rain like this. Yeah, it's very unusual here to have rain like this. Yeah, come to think of it, I think this year, I think it's very different from the other years. Mostly it's kind of dry, and you know, people want to have a rain, you know, in the spring and the summer. But now it's like yeah, every day it's like a thunderstorming in the afternoon. But this is in the morning, and it's a continuous rain today, all day, I would say. So yeah, definitely the weather is different this year. But because of the weather or what, I would say the weeds or the wildflowers, grasses growing like tremendously healthy, I would say, because of the growth. You know, during the winter time, I was walking, and wow, you know, you don't have anything growing here. I don't think nothing grows here, because this area pretty much like a newly developed area, so that they kind of destroy the area and put the pond and all these things, and so it's like maybe 5 years ago it was kind of destroyed, but it started to come back like this. It's, I think, tremendous. You know, this is my favorite spot here, and like a water drained in this area, and all the blackbirds, red-winged blackbirds, are loving it here because of the marsh environment. And during the winter time when I looked at it, it was nothing, you know. But now it's like the greens everywhere. All the wildflowers are growing. Yeah, it is very interesting. The water is gushing through there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very interesting weather. Yeah. So I am amazed how the plant survives during this time, and oh my goodness, the winter time I felt like no plants are growing, and human activity is much less, and then all of a sudden the summer comes, all the plants comes back, and they kind of you know, it's like enjoying their life or something. It's like beautiful, and I don't know, it's like regardless of your existence, regardless of human being, regardless of the I don't know, all those difficulties and stresses and you know, turmoils, the spring comes, the plants start to grow. And I thought that was kind of, even today I feel like it's amazing, and there's such a varieties of things just grow here and there. It's not everywhere. It's not like one species is dominating the others or anything. All kinds of different diversity existing And I thought, that was amazing. Because if I'm not interested in plants and trees and flowers and so forth, probably I don't notice this. Probably, you enjoy the weather got, improved, and beautiful sun shining, and everywhere is green. That's beautiful. But if you pay attention to each individual plant, yeah, it is amazing that those are thriving, and the kind of species that you never knew before, you discover almost every year the new species that I never thought of that existing. And it's a beautiful, each one of them are kind of beautiful. And so yeah, that's amazing. And how strong they are. I mean, they are very healthy looking, and growing very tall. And when flowers are beautiful. And so, yeah, I think that's one of the things that's most amazing to me. Those things that thrive in nature, regardless of your stress, or regardless of the difficulty in life, they thrive, they live. Yeah, so that's one thing that I could take away from this world. Yeah, there's a war going on, and some family have a difficulty, some couple split, and some people have financial difficulties, some people get older and health problem. But regardless, some people die. Some people got sick and died. Coronavirus is one thing. You get sick and you are immobilized for a while, but still come back. And those things, I think I would say, regardless of the things that you feel like it's not necessary to be there, but they're there, they're thriving, and it is a very, very humbling experience that yourself, your existence may not be that important for the world to go on, and for the cosmos to go on. When the nature blooms like this, you feel like, yeah, I think these things, they don't care what the human around you, they don't care, or they don't know even, but they just grow, and they're such a beauty. And so, yeah, I think that's one of the great things that you become interested in nature. For example, every winter you stop living for a while because you don't have much activities, but then in the spring comes and summer comes, it's like a tremendous burst of this energy. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I mean, it shouldn't be that way. But I think on the earth, for example, the winter time, for example, that you have the 4 seasons, right? So winter time, it's more or less, life is more difficult. Of course, some creatures, some plants live during the winter tremendously, but the most plants comes back when spring comes, because of the sun's energy is maybe appropriate for this environment, or rather, I think they established this particular life cycle, which is good for them. I would say good for them to go in cycle rather than constant. Maybe you need a resting period, and then you go into the active period. I think that's what it is, So yeah, I think I consider human being life is like hiking or something. That is sometimes more difficult, but sometimes rewarding. And nature is the same way. I think you are reminded of how precious this earth is, and you're reminded of you have to, embrace this